Shalom. I just want to start off by saying, Call Layam Laya Hawah Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Kakadash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders, great millstone. Peace and salutations to all and the Occupants of truth, that's four corners of this earth. My name is Asha Allah, and the title of this lesson is going to be, I am the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, your power, and none else. And the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, only deals with the nation of Israel. You know, he doesn't deal with these other nations, and we're going to um I'm gonna bring out the precepts to show that. I'm gonna start out in Joel, since that's the quote I took the title from. Joel 2 and verse 27 says, "And ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel, and that I am the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai, your power and none else. And my people shall never be ashamed." So the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai is in the midst of Israel, man. And let me just grab this other precept in Psalms 147. Psalms 147 and verse 19, it says, "He showeth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. He hath not dealt so with any nation, and as far as his judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai." So the Lord is not dealing with these other nations, as verse 20 says. Only the nation of Israel has his law, statutes, and commandments. The Lord has put his name over the nation of Israel. From there, let me just go to Amos 3 and 2. It says, "Ye only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities." So out of all the families of the earth, out of all the nations, the Lord is only dealing with the nation of Israel. And let's see how he feels about these other nations. Isaiah 40 in verse 17, and it says, all nations before him are as nothing. They are counted to him less than nothing and vanity. So, and that's how the Lord feels about these other nations, man. They are nothing to him. According to that Amos 3 and 2, he's only dealing with the nation of Israel. Let me just grab this in Second Esdras. Second Esdras 6. Second Esdras 6 and verse 56. It says, "And as for the other people, which also come of Adam," talking about these other nations, because everyone stemmed from Adam. Thou hast said that they are nothing, but be like unto spittle, and has likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel. So the Lord, thinks of these other nations as spittle. When you're talking and spit flies at your mouth, you think nothing of it, man. Or say you have a big bucket of water and a small drop falls from it. You're not going to try to save that drop. You're not going to regard that drop that has came from that bucket of water. And that's how the Lord feels about these other nations, man. So going back, because the Lord has only made a covenant with the nation of Israel. We can grab that real quick. This is Exodus 34. 34 in verse 27. And it says, "And the Lord Yahweh Shai said unto Moses, Write thou these words, for after the tenor of these words I have made a covenant with thee and with Israel." So the Lord has only made a covenant with the nation of Israel. And that first covenant was made by blood, and the second covenant was also only with the nation of Israel, in which the second covenant has not came to pass yet. Because we are in the grace period. But this is um, Romans 9 and verse 3. It says, "For I could wish that myself were accursed from Hamashiach, for my brethren, my kinsmen according to the flesh, who are Israelites, to whom pertaineth the adoption and the glory and the covenants and the giving of the law and the service of the Most High and the promises." So according so this only pertains to the Israelites, the adoption. Because we were casted away, man. That's Hosea 1 and 9 and 10. We fell away from our heritage, our land, and also these law, statutes, and commandments. You know, and it says, to whom pertaineth the glory and the covenants. Because the first covenant was made with Israel, as I read in Exodus 34. And the new covenant, where these laws are going to be written in our inwards, and we'll never be able to go off again, is going to be only according to the Israelites, man. And the giving of the law. We just read that in Psalms 147. He showed his word unto Jacob, his statutes and commandments onto Israel. Roughly paraphrasing. So from there, let's grab Jeremiah 30. Jeremiah 30 and verse 22. It says, "Ye shall be my people, and I will be your power." Because the Lord has chosen Israel, man. To be a special people unto him. Let's grab that real quick. Deuteronomy 7 and 6. "For thou art an holy people unto the Lord Yahweh Shall thy power." When you go into the word holy, it just means separate. We're separate from these other nations. According to that Amos 3 and 2 that I just read, out of all the families of the earth, he's the only one. Uh, we're the only ones that he has dealt with. The so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. "The Lord Yahweh Shall thy power have chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth." And that's us. Being separate unto the Lord. Being better than these other nations. Let's go to Malachi 3 and verse 6. What does that say? It says, "For I am the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai, I change not. Therefore ye sons of Jacob are not consumed." So the Lord doesn't change. He placed his name upon the nation of Israel. He's only dealt with the nation of Israel, and it's not going to change. He's not going to open up his arms onto these other nations. So hopefully that was edifying and showing that the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai is only dealing with the nation of Israel. And as far as these other nations, they are but nothing. They are but nothing. But spittle. And so I just want to end it off by saying, "Call Layim La Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Bahashim Kakadash." Want to give double honors to the apostles and others, great millstone. Peace and salutations to all Fulek and the Ark and spreading the truth that throughout the four corners of the earth. Shalom.